Hello, everybody. Well, I just realized that's off sync. Hearing the audio delayed. Whatever. Speletons, Zinker, Derek, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the DX Rescue Team, bullshit, Coronavirus, Quarantine, other stuff. Conversation of choice.
My work closed today, as I previously stated. And I was very shocked for several reasons. First off, I did not expect to be closed because we are not on New York State. We're not part of New York State.
Well, here, Derek.
We're not.
Just to interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. Sorry, I guess I should have let you explain first, but I decided to overtake that and determine my opinion's more important.
You sure did.
But if everyone else is quarantined, who the hell is coming to the casino?
Zinker, you do not understand our clients. You do not understand the clientele.
Are they mostly all Native American?
No, they're all old people who have nothing to lose.
Okay.
And a free hot dog to gain.
A free hot dog to gain.
Yeah,
but I don't. Ain't gonna stop it if it's illegal
Zinker,
for them to go somewhere.
Yesterday was the busiest. Yeah, so yesterday was one of the busiest days I've ever seen at my work. And I determined the reason is because everybody gets people get a weekly food credit that it's based on essentially how much they spend.
Well, I'm not reviving him. Okay, Gloomer, you're dead now. Way to go being stupid taking on the Beedrill by yourself. Oh, it was right near the end, too.
Idiot.
Wow! He was one step away from being alive.
Probably should check, he probably should fact check that Beedrill. A little research.
Probably should have just not dealt with the Beedrill. It's funny.
So people get weekly food credit.
Yeah.
And which
we're gonna have a short story thing here. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Forget about me. Get away from here.
I just can't even him being like, forget about it.
Get away. Uh-oh. A bunch of electrical clouds. Lightning? That can only mean one thing. There's a thunderstorm. Oh, I mean Zapdos. Oh wait, no, who's that Pokemon? That's right, it's Jigglypuff.
He did the eye thing.
Yeah, oh, he sure did.
His eyes just flashed red.
Dude, you don't mess with
he's got
Zapdos.
That ability.
I am Zapdos, the embodiment of lightning. If you wish to save Shiftry, then scale Mount Thunder.
What are you doing with Zapdos?
Okay, bye, Zapdos. Zapdos. So that's the legendary monster who resides in Silent Chasm and also Mount Thunder. Alright, anyhow, continue on.
So, they get weekly food credit. I think people this week weren't, all this week was, super dead. No one, there was, no one around Monday through Saturday. And I think what people did is they realized Sunday, you know what? I've got a $50 food credit. I better go get a couple pieces of cake.
Oh yeah,
and,
probably.
I think I sold the most product yesterday that I've ever sold working at that establishment, because it was just packed we were just busy all day with people trying to use this free money they get every week that they could not let go because they had to get it.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, a great marketing strategy, because people are dumb and will always, if you tell them, hey, get free stuff if you come, they will show up, regardless of how impractical it might be for them to show up. If you tell people, hey, if you spend $600, you can get a free hot dog, they'll show up and they'll come get that fucking hot dog. They'll spend $600 to get that hot dog.
Some people will, yeah. Well, let me tell you what Subway's been doing to get me. Subway's had this buy one, get one deal. It has changed absolutely none of my habits. Just, you have to order online through the app, the thing I already use to order literally all my Subway sandwiches. So, and I always get like one, probably 2 footlongs. So, I'm just getting a free sub every time I get Subway, and I eat Subway a lot. I get Subway steak and cheese about once a day. Sometimes twice, because it's just affordable. I like sandwiches. It's a good sandwich. It'll fill me up. Hope I can still get sandwiches from them.
So the other thing, Zinker, I think that you might be missing here, or that you might not be aware of here, is a lot of people who live near a casino and frequent it, to them, they're literally what they live for.
Yeah.
That's all they spend their time doing. There are people who sit at slot machines for hours upon hours. They'll sit at two machines, by the way. They'll run 2 at the same time, because some people believe it to be a career.
Wait, hold on. This is important to just stop right now. Charizard, have you ever been hit with an electric blast? It'll leave you stunned and shaking. No problem! Zapdos is wickedly tough. It might gobble you up for a snack. Can you face that? I'm not scared. I might even be a little turned on. It's just like...
if they're asking me, yeah.
No, they're asking me.
Like, where do I sign up?
But still...
Hey, does anyone have a TM for follow me?
Oh, dude, that move is wild. Okay, what that does in this game, it pulls you to you, like it pulls you to the enemy Pokemon, and then it pulls every other enemy Pokemon in the room to you. Yeah, it's scary. I mean, in the dungeon it was used on, they're all like 20 levels below me by the time I got to that one. So it wasn't that scary, but I was like, holy shit, a bad situation, and that would be watching your character die.
But anyways, so yeah, people Zinker, people quarantining.
Kazam and Charizard and Tyranitar are just looking at him like, why the fuck did you just turn that way and just freeze frame? Because they literally look towards nowhere and just funny shit.
Quarantine or no quarantine, people were not going to stop showing up.
I mean, I know some people aren't, but
it may have deterred a few, but like they were certainly not going to be hurting for business.
Either or, I mean, the same shit for them. They don't, you don't want to spread the virus around for their community either.
Well, I think that was the thing. That's why I thought they should close. Because of any place out there, we were definitely one of the ones that should close, because all the people that we get are people with oxygen masks, people who smoke, people who are like already like in their like pushing on Daisy, or like they're practically like pushing on daisies at this point. Like,
think of it this way.
Like I believe me, like, I considered this. Like, I thought there's no of anyone who I was hoping we would close, because of anyone who should close, it was us.
They lose
we have so many people who are at like a mortal risk from this.
Yeah.
That being said, I also know that I also have lived here long enough to know that the organization that owns the casino are horribly greedy, and could and care and like their top priority is lining their pockets.
Yeah, but they won't if all their people are dead.
I realize that. That's probably the only reason that they actually like closed it, and even still they took longer to do it than they probably should have.
The government might be able to force them in that situation. I don't know. I don't know if they would be able to.
So they can't be. I don't think they can. I don't think the state government can force them. I think what would have happened is the federal government would have had to have issued something to force them. Yeah. Or I think the reason I thought about this too. I think the reason we might have closed is because the location that I work at is completely on the or is located on the Seneca Reservation. I don't think the one in Niagara Falls is. So I think the one in Niagara Falls actually has to like obey state law, even though it's owned by the Seneca Nation. The property is on. I believe it's on like state land.
Yeah.
So they may have had to close, and thus they probably thought, well, if they're closing the one, they should close this one too.
Maybe.
So we've been closed for 2 weeks. We are currently going to be closed for 2 weeks.
Yeah, everybody closed. Yeah.
Anyone who is staying at the hotel, so they announced this today. Anyone who's staying at the hotel has to check out by noon tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that could be real shitty for some people.
Wow. They have people that work for the casino at that hotel, I'm guessing.
I don't know if people work there or not. Like, what I mean, Zinker, is like the guests had to be out.
Wow.
Like all the
I
guests
wonder what's happening. Because I have a friend that went down to Florida. I'm wondering what's happening to them down there. Because I literally asked this today. What happens? Like, do the hotels have to close? And I was told they're gonna have to stay open.
No, they don't. Well, ours doesn't. Ours doesn't have to do anything.
Well, yeah.
Ours can do. Ours doesn't have. See, that's one of the shitty things about where I work is they don't have to do a lot of things that like most businesses have to. They don't have to adhere to a lot of like ethical things that businesses do.
Yeah,
we can lie all we want. We do. I mean, we do lie a lot actually. Yeah. One time we were selling pies, I was told to tell people that they're homemade, despite despite me pulling them out of a box that was in the freezer to then put into another box that looked like it was we packaged it ourselves.
Yeah. But
we can false advertise.
Anyhow, let me talk about my business, my work, and how we did these weekends. The Saturday of this coronavirus epidemic was very dead. Mm-hmm. As my manager put it, this Saturday has been the worst Saturday that Saturday, sorry. I was quoting him directly. That Saturday was the worst Saturday we've done since we were open just in the winter. I was just in arcade for Saturdays. Which, very bad. I think we had a grand total of 10 customers.
Amazing.
Yeah. If it weren't for our adult laser tag night, we probably would have not made a lot. Which, I mean, we didn't make a lot anyways. I don't know how much we made, but my manager said that would probably double our revenue, so that's cool. I did not stay for that adult laser tag night. I had a rough week. I was there at 10 a.m. to make sure training got done for stuff. Oh boy. That was the time. Anyhow, I got so much training done because there were no customers there. So that was what it was. Yay.
The thing I am excited about though is in This is the other thing that I was amazed by. In these 2 weeks that I am not going to be working, I'm still being paid.
So, like they're offering it to you?
Yeah, like I'm being paid what I would have been paid had I been working, my normal wages. So I'm essentially getting 2 weeks paid vacation, thanks to a world health crisis.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad.
There's not much to do, but like, it's better than going to work.
I'm full time. I should have paid time off. I should have sick time. I don't have access to do any of that. Lisa keeps asking me, does that pop up on my paychecks? Should I have said that? Probably not. Does it pop up on my little app, which it pops up for her? And I'm like, no, because I'm not in the system as full time. I'm sure. I should be. I'm supposed to be full time.
Yeah, and so you gotta talk to someone about that. Address that. Make sure it's all good.
Dude, at this point, I don't know what's happening in terms of that job, so almost like it might not even matter. I have to have a lot of different backup plans. Thus, I gotta start looking for a new job again, just in case.
Did you apply to the one I sent you?
No. Because what it is,
it might still be open. I doubt they found someone, due to the virus.
Oh yeah. But I'm like at that point where I gotta make I just gotta
Can't hurt to look.
Kind of precautionary, yeah.
Who knows? Even if nothing comes of your fears, you could always just find something better, anyways.
That's
good to look.
What I'm looking for. I'm not that appreciated at that job. It's just, so I'm out. Like, that's it. I do way too much in that. And it goes under, that's
Ask
it.
for a raise.
Yeah, I will not. I won't get it. I don't. It's not even that.
I thought.
Unfortunately,
I thought about that. With my job.
I can't talk about
it
because I still work there. So there's like a lot of stories I have built up that I would just love to talk about. But I can't talk about these stories because I still work there, and that would be bad. And I have like eyes of people, like, and I doubt they're watching, but I have eyes of people from my work that subscribe to this channel.
No, I don't tell my friends anything about this channel, and even if I did, like, I have zero care about this job. I will happily like spoil all their closely kept secrets.
I need money.
So I also hate the people who own it.
It's because for the most part, it would still be, even if they didn't know, like even if eyes weren't on my channel, I still wouldn't want to accidentally connect it because you essentially, because you sign a policy. Anything you say about your job can get you fired at all. Of course, I don't mention my job by name. It is censored out. So I think if we were more popular, a lot of people would take the time to maybe try and figure it out.
I don't know if I ever said mine specifically, but like you can figure it out with like half a Google search.
You should be able to. I feel like I can figure it out at this point. But
yeah, oh, absolutely. Like I've done nothing. I've made it very clear where I work at this point. I just don't like to say it myself.
You would have to live in Connecticut to be able to figure out where I am. I think if we had like a couple 100,000 people could eventually figure it out. That's not even a fear of mine, though, because if we were that popular, I wouldn't need that job anymore. We'd probably we could probably do this full time if we wanted. At that point, at that point. So, but I'm very cautious.
Gotta look at the overall scope
about that for pretty much that reason. I don't, I just but there's a lot of stories I like to talk about. I just can't talk about them. I can't talk about the reason why I'm searching, and it's just that I don't have job security, as why I should have at least that, but I don't, because, and I can't even say the reason. But if I did, it would be very clear why I don't. I could spell it out. There's nothing I can do. That's not a job that's gonna reward someone like me for good behavior. It took me 3 years to be a trainer, for fuck's sake. Shouldn't have.
Yeah, I know my job.
And
my job has like almost no room for like, the only way I can move up would be like to get promoted like a manager or something like that, and like they're most likely just gonna for manager position they most likely just hire from outside the company anyway. So like I've already asked about it before, and like it's like incredibly unlikely I'd ever like progress anywhere. And the second I found that out afterwards, my cares of like trying at all there just vanished.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's not even, like I definitely care a little bit less now, because I know it's almost irrelevant what I do. They're like, I can't. I can't speak.
So coronavirus, am I right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to that. I can't say more.
Yeah. I have to figure out how I'm gonna probably work on cosplay and like try to shoot some stuff too, and work on my knife and stuff during this nice reprieve I get. Yeah, that's right. I'm making a knife. I haven't worked on it in a while. I cut the steel. That's about the last thing I did. That was fun. It shot sparks everywhere. That was a lot of fun, actually.
That's cool. Maybe that's how we kill the virus. We just sharpen a knife and stab it.
I may have inhaled some of the steel too. Some of the. I'm still not sure about that.
Hey, in Tales of the Abyss, that made you stronger in both physical attack and physical defense. So again, hope you fight that virus, buddy. You take that virus head on. You'll beat it up. Eat its ass for dinner.
That's why I haven't gotten sick yet.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm so excited, Zinker, to not have to use hand sanitizer every 5 seconds for the next 2 weeks, though. Like, because like I'm gonna tell you, my hands were not appreciative of it.
I'm not very good with using hand sanitizer. I have used it.
I used the hell out of it before the coronavirus, because customers.
What? You cut out completely.
Like, I used the hell out of the about like hand sanitizer before the coronavirus, because like customers are just gross in general.
Mm-hmm.
But like since I've been like anytime I touch anything. I was also convinced one of my coworkers. I was convinced Bitchy McBitchface also had it, because she complained that someone that she like her baby's father that she lives with, who she's no longer dating, I guess, or whatever. Someone she lives with was like having like a dry cough and like other symptoms of the coronavirus, and like afterwards, as soon as she said that, my first thoughts were like, I am going to sanitize everything I think she may have touched, because like she was going to be leaving shortly after that anyways, so I was like, I'm going to sanitize everything she may have touched, and I'm going to avoid her. And like she was there yesterday too, and I did the best I could. Anytime I touched anything she might have, I sanitized my hands immediately. She also has like a young child, like an infant. So like, I was also just a little concerning in my head of just like, I feel like you should be a little more concerned about this. She also coughed yesterday once, and that was like all I needed to hear.
That was all I needed to hear. That's very fair.
So like I feel bad because like I'm definitely like kind of giving into the paranoia a little bit, but it's also just like I just don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to deal with it.
Oh, I never went over my
Like-
immune system boost.
I also just don't want to bring it home, like because then I'd feel bad. I don't want to do that.
I don't care. Upstairs family could die for all I care. I mean, I actually would care if they died, but I don't care if they get sick. I won't try to deny anything different. I listened as I guess their iPad broke earlier today or something, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Because of the dog, I think, though. Maybe it was my stepbrother. Sounded like it was the dog, though. Our dog is fucking wild.
A likely story.
No, he just woke me up. Just like
I'm pretty sure your dog's domesticated.
what?
You said your dog's wild. I said I'm pretty sure it's domesticated.
No. It's she's wild. We've tried to domesticate her. We caught her in the Pokeball, but then she won't. She won't stay in. Whenever we send her out from the Pokeball, it's just like it is not like go Spinnerack. It's like a wild Spinnerack here. It's on our side of the screen. It's weird. We don't understand it. Anyhow, next time on Speletons. Yeah! Here we go now. Bye.